Hello Internet, my name is Paul, and this is the Kerbal Batwing. So this is just a random plane that I made, and I decided to share it with the world, I suppose, or whoever is going to watch this. Probably not a terrible amount of people. But yeah, here it is. This is my Kerbal Batwing. I actually don't know precisely what iteration of Batman this aircraft is from. But basically, just the short backstory behind this is, I have a friend who, his father collects lots of Batman minifigures and things of that nature, and I noticed one of the models of the various bat jets that he had looked pretty cool, and it ended up being, well, this one. I'll put an image on the screen of what this vehicle is actually inspired by, what it looked like sort of in the Batman universe. But yeah, here it is. This was a little bit interesting to make, but it actually flies really pretty well, all things considered. I only have it about a third thrust. As you can see, it's a very fast aircraft. It's got those two jet engines, but it looks, in my opinion, it looks really quite similar to the original Batwing that I was trying to base it off of. So yeah, really fun. It was a little bit challenging to balance everything out. The center of lift is still can cause it sometimes to flip out a little bit too much if I'm not careful with it, but definitely a really fun aircraft to fly. And of course, BD Armory, I have them kind of spreading like that. I don't know if that's actually effective or not, but it's an experiment, we'll see. But yeah, fun aircraft. And as you can see, Jebediah Kerman has revealed his secret identity here. He is, in fact, the Kerbal Batman. You know, Bob has been looking for him. He has been trying to get a desperate hold of him because there is a thief who has made off from the Kerbal Space Center in this vehicle. He's stolen lots of science, as we can see, all kinds of scientific equipment. So Bob's been desperately trying to contact Jebediah to try and get the authorities on this, but little does he know that Jebediah has other plans. He has taken matters into his own hands. So he's going to come around and deal with this science thief. No doubt this dastardly criminal is heading towards the coastline here. He's probably going to rendezvous with some sort of secret submarine from the other space center where they will be putting our precious science that we collected, our government funded, spent lots of credits to pay for us to collect from the moon and stuff, and they'll be no doubt using them for dastardly purposes. So let's go ahead and take care of this guy. Okay, it's pretty sort of difficult, but oh, good hits. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Let me pull out of it. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pull the throttle back because we don't really need it that high. What are we at? About a third? Yeah, that looks okay. So let's circle around and inspect our damage. You know, Batman doesn't usually like to kill people, but for someone who doesn't like to kill people, his vehicles certainly have a lot of guns on them. Which, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? So let's take a look here. Oh, yep. Some of the science is still intact, and so is his crew module, so we'll be able to recover some of that data and take him, that dastardly criminal, prisoner, so we can interrogate him and find out exactly what they were up to. So here we are on the runway. As you can see, we are sitting here pretty perfectly, and I'll just turn on the engine. So to demonstrate, this thing actually takes off pretty easily, so I can actually just leave it if I want to. Just leave everything basically at default settings or stock settings, whatever you want to say. I don't even have to touch the controls, and it just flies itself right off the runway. It actually flies really well, probably because it has such a ridiculous amount of lift surfaces for this small body. You know, we've got all kinds of different wings and crazy stuff all over the place, and then we've got these intakes, which I think fairly well line up with the original model. There should be 3 of them on each side instead of just 2, but, you know, this is close enough. So yeah, there we go. There's the Batwing. I'll land it to prove that you actually can do that. It actually is a flyable aircraft. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. And I guess here is the proof that we actually can we can indeed land this thing like... oh, we're going a little bit fast, but I think we'll be able to do it. We can do it. It actually has a pretty good... It has a really great glide capability, again, because of all those lift surfaces. So we kind of have to come down a little bit more aggressive than I normally like to, but that's okay. I just completely cut the thrust, and there we go. Beautiful touchdown. I'm going to turn off nav HUD there. Yeah. And that's what it looks like. And it also flies really well. You can totally fly this thing IVA. That's actually why I chose this MK1 cockpit instead of the inline MK1 cockpit, is because you actually have an IVA mode that's actually totally useful. And the guns look really cool. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. And that's it.